Alright, so last time we were out at the track, we had a little problem here, and I will show you the problem. So if you can look, see that little rust mark? Well, that is not supposed to be rusty. That is supposed to be covered up by the outer ring of the balancer. So that balancer is shot. And that means you can't time the engine, and you risk having the two pieces, the inner and outer, separate, and you can have it either go into the radiator, or it looks like it's walking backwards, so it would just create a crazy bunch of noise, and it could possibly damage the crankshaft, it could damage your water pump, it could do all kinds of problems, or it could just be an inconvenience. So what we did was we took off the pulley, which is, I wanted to record it, but I didn't. So this is like a 4-groove pulley that I've turned. Honey, just a second. That I've turned into a 2-groove pulley, and that's all. Okay. Well, here's what I did to get the crank bolt off. You got to take. So you got to take the. I haven't got the dampener off yet, so I'm just showing people how to do this, so you won't try to kill yourself. You take after your pulley's off, you put one of the bolts back in to your dampener, and then you wedge a bar between the bolt there and the water pump, so that otherwise you're not going to be able to turn. I mean, when you turn the crank bolt, the crank's just going to turn when you're trying to untighten the crank bolt. So that's my trick for that. Okay, now come back over here. I'll show you what we did over here. So to pull the crank balancer, there wasn't really a lot of space because the friggin' fan was in the way. So what I did is I just unbolted the mounting for the fan, and I put 2 blocks underneath just to give me enough space so that I can actually get to the dampener. And you can see kinda try to get a view. Actually, that was not a good view. Oh, here we go. So there's your dampener. There's your dampener. And then there's the space you need so you can get your... There's the ugly, ugly truth of the matter. That is the balancer that was about ready to go for a flight. And without putting the radiator up on those blocks, I would have had to remove the radiator, drain it, and remove it, which is a pain in the ass. So I didn't feel like doing that, so I just unbolted the radiator mounting clamps and lifted it up on the blocks. Luckily, the hoses are flexible enough that I was able to make enough space so that we could get this bolt into the tool and to press off of or pull off the balancer. This is a 50-year-old part, and if you look at it, I'll show you. There's rubber that's in here and this rubber's just gone. I'll show you. That's the rubber. That there, all that shit there's rubber. So this rubber is gone. So this balancer was going to basically get a divorce from the crankshaft, and we had all kind of problems, and it makes it impossible to time it because your timing marks. Let's see these timing marks here. I'll show you. Okay, see if you can see them. Those you set your timing, and if your balancer spun every time you start that engine and rev it, that timing is going to change because this outer ring is spinning on the inner ring. And we got a new one coming. Tom from FE Specialties is throwing a little sponsorship my way and providing me a new harmonic balancer so the Godzilla can go and make more people cry. So this is Tom Lucas from FE Specialties. He's the mastermind behind the Godzilla Torino power plant. He's helping me we'll get her straightened out. We're timing the motor and putting that new balancer in. So
yeah, it's pretty hard to time a motor when you don't have a good balance.
Yeah, that balancer was shot 50 years.
Kind of a basic element.
Yeah, 50 years.
Take care of it.
So we're going to get this going. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall over when we start the motor. It might.
It probably will.
Yeah. Well, oh, we can use a remote starter so that I can hold the camera. I grab the remote start. It's up here.
Okay, so we're all away wires wise. Okay.
I'm going to hook up this remote.
One thing with this Craftsman, the clip just does not
work for stupid. So we got power all through here too. This is powered up right here.
Yeah, well, I'm fine where I'm at, so okay, we're good to go.
Well, I'm going to use this power.
Now, you uncapped?
I am uncapped. That's the reason.
You're not going to hear anything once it starts, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. Then the star of the star of
it's Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Do you have a small screwdriver?
Smaller, a flat blade or
flat blade? Yeah, kind of a smaller one, a little smaller than that.
Okay. Yes, I do.
The old Demon. That's an 850 Demon, right?
Yeah.
The same one you've always had, right?
Same one I've always had.
Yeah.
I would like to, upgrade it at some point, but hey,
it's fine. It works.
If I can get a 10-second time out of this 850, then I'm.
Well, guess who gets low 9-second times out of a 780 vacuum?
You?
That's super stock. No. Super stock.
Wow, that's crazy.
They've got to use a 780 vacuum secondary carb, and they run. Jerry runs 918, 146, 7 miles an hour. Yeah. So sometimes it's not all. Okay, you were pretty close.
So we got power. So.
Okay, hold on. Let me just see where you're
power,
at here. Okay, so yeah. So you were almost 2 screws in.
We got power.
You were probably retarded a little bit. Let's see.
All I need to do is flick a few switches inside and we can fire her up whenever we're ready.
Yeah, you were. Did Paul set this or?
No, I set that with.
Yeah, you were really good.
Howard kind of talked to me over the phone how to set this the screws.
All pretty good.
And then Paul Mastro helped me with the float levels. You know, this motor ran so good in the time that I've had it out at the racetrack that I never really had to adjust the carburetor a whole lot. I never had to mess with the timing very much. It wasn't until we let it set for 4 years that we had to do a bunch of stuff.
That was mainly the carb stuff.
Are we ready to get her started?
Fire, rock and roll, brother.
Okay.
Here we go.
Do the Godzilla dance.
I'm just going to run the water pump for now.
You are at park and all that, right?
I'm in park. Maybe I should set the e-brake.
Yeah.
Set the e-brake, Tom. Safety first, right?
Absolutely. Never be too saggy.
All right.
Oh, so you got a remote starter switch.
Yeah, so all you got to do is punch that button.
Okay, well, you need some fuel first.
Oh, wait. Probably put that to ground. So the pin, the hood pin.
Yeah, no, I understand, but what are you doing?
That's power. That's power.
But how's that going to jump the starter?
Because it's going to the sill. Oh,
that?
no, never mind. You're right. Okay. Okay.
What's doing here?
Plug it into that. Where
Here?
no, pull that wire off.
No, I understand, but your solenoid's down there. Does this work this way?
Yes, yes.
Oh, this is strange. This one or this one?
That one, the one, because that's this. Okay. I've only done it a million times, so, and then that goes to ground.
Round?
Yeah, because you're, yeah.
Oh, you've got it totally different. Yeah, Rich, that's not how it works. There's you got to have a.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Never mind. You're right. I don't know what the hell. I'm tired, Tom. I work nights. Okay, I'm gonna edit this all out of the video because. Okay, you're right. There we go. So, but first you got to have it on the power. So you can plug it to that where it was originally. There we go. There we go. Okay.
It's kind of old. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Really retarded.
Retarded.
Yeah. You're retarded. Half inch?
Half inch. Half inch.
I mean, it's not real bad, but it seems like it.
Probably. It still ran a 750 8th mile with it being retarded. I guess.
What the heck is that? 7/16?
7/16?
Why is that a 7/16?
I do not. It works.
That's bizarre. Oh man, that's loose as a goose.
Loose as a goose. So could you tell that it was retarded just by the sound of it? Mm-hmm. See, this is why, Tom, I need to have friends like Tom. Because to me it sounds badass. To me it sounds badass when this thing is running. Right. And I can't hear...
I've only done this for just a few years.
Just a few years? So you can tell a retard when you see one? When you hear one?
Definitely when I hear it.
Oh, that's not very politically correct, but I think we're talking about...
I never want to be.
We're talking about engines. We're not talking about people. So get over it, folks.
You know me and political correctness.
Okay. We got to keep it...
Water,
we got to keep it clean for YouTube.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
See, there's no good place to put the timing light here.
Okay.
Maybe here.
Yeah, that's a good spot. You know, that little...
See, my Mustang has places for it.
Well, that's, whatevers.
Yeah, your battery's a little... Yeah, it's... Oh, it's all right. Did you turn it back on?
I did not. Probably a good idea. Yeah. Probably a good idea to have ignition.
Okay, now I got it too advanced.
Okay. All right, too advanced. Wow, Tom can tell that the engine is retarded just by the sound of it. I just drive the car, and I show it off, and everybody loves it. But okay. Tom's the expert.
Let's try this. Bouncing around on me, and I can't really see.
Okay, so the best place to see.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, right through that
Okay.
hole. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you got to kind of.
Let's get this over here. Yeah, it shouldn't be bouncing with this. That's what's a little weird, but it could be. Let's see, where do I have it hooked up?
Oh, is it the shaky on the electrical or on the ground?
Ground, or well, I got it ground here. Let me see.
So a good ground.
Let's go to the engine.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, that is my chassis ground my.
Okay. And then see the power. I was getting it from here.
There, yeah, that should be good.
Okay.
So,
Turn it back on, or
okay, yeah, I'll turn it back on. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Now let me get you some fuel. I gotta get the fuel pump.
You can really turn that on after it starts.
Okay, well.
Good for it to run like that.
Damn it.
So you don't have any fuel?
I thought I had fuel in there, but I don't have a fuel gauge.
It's a higher pitch now.
Damn it. Well, we're back, and Tom has already left, and he's we got the engine timed. This running out of fuel thing is getting kind of ridiculous. I might have to put a sending unit in the fuel cell because it's very thirsty, and it's like the third or fourth time I've run out of fuel in this vehicle in the last 6 months. It's kind of nuts. But so Tom left. We got the car timed. It's just a baseline. The MSD is 15, 20 years old, and I think it's starting to show its signs of age. It's the timing light was bouncing all around, so we got it timed pretty good, and by using the light and sound, and I trusted Tom to get a good base on it, and we had it out at the track last weekend, and it did great. So I want to thank Tom Lucas from FE Specialties for coming out and helping me get the car dialed in. It ran very well, and I have an upcoming video to show you how well it ran. So we're out. Subscribe and like the channel. So subscribe to the channel and like the video, and we got more stuff coming. I'll talk to you later.